sitting at McDonald's Sunday night around 6 o'clock, and I'm sitting in a booth with my son and his father, and here's some chatter coming from the booth behind us, and it was not appropriate chatter. There was a lot of F words mixed in and a lot of very sexual innuendo. My son's only 8 years old, so I made a quite loud comment about somebody having potty mouth in McDonald's and when there should be kids around. And the girl that was speaking started beaking off back to me, but her voice sounded like it was like coming through a speakerphone on a cell phone or something. So we kind of thought maybe that some guy was maybe having phone sex over a speakerphone with his girlfriend. Regardless, we didn't need my son to hear that. It was peppered with sexual innuendo and lots of swearing, so we bundled up. We didn't even really finish eating. We just bundled up the boy and got him away from that table and took his father took him over to the playroom to play while I went up and told management that as we walked past the table, the guy had his back to us and he had a laptop facing him, and he was engaging in porn. He had a webcam on a girl, and she was talking to him, and he was talking to her, and it was quite naked, to say the least. So we bundled my son away, put him in the playroom with his dad, and I went up to the management, and I told them what had just gone on in the corner, and they said, "Don't worry, we'll take care of it." She walked over, she talked to the guy for about maybe 2 minutes, and then walked away and mouthed to me, "Okay." She never came over and said what she had done. She never apologized to us for it happening. The guy continued to remain on the computer for another 20 minutes or so before he packed up and left, so I'm pretty sure she didn't ask him to disconnect from McDonald's Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure she didn't ask him to leave, because it was about 20 minutes before he turned his computer off and actually left. So I was a little bit irate, so I went home, and the next morning during business hours I called McDonald's head office, and the lady there was kind of outraged that I would even suggest that that was their fault. As far as why I'm doing this, I really feel like my son or myself are owed an apology by McDonald's. It could have been settled very simply by the manager coming over and saying, "I've dealt with the issue and we're so sorry you had to go through this." However, McDonald's not wanting to admit guilt causes me to be here asking now for a public apology from McDonald's to my 8-year-old autistic son for being exposed to both hearing and seeing pornography in their restaurant. There is no reasonable expectation that a person would see something like that in a restaurant geared to children.